Welcome to 2023. I got a new mic, new monitor. We got a new season, but I gotta wrap up down a distance. Crazy college football season, and a disappointment. As you can see right there, the national championship game ended 65-7. Georgia, once again, winning 2 years in a row the national championship. Gonna recap the bowl games for you real quick on the season finale of Down and Distance. Troy getting up a big win. 18-12. UTSA is who they took down. That was quite a fun back and forth game, and I enjoyed every minute of it. That was quite a game. Troy, you'll see my rankings here in a little bit, my final ranking. But Baylor let me down. Air Force did not. Woo! 30-15. Air Force won that game. Dang, Air Force! I didn't know you had that in you. That was quite a ball game. And the Big 12, yeah, they won bowl games last year. They're at the bottom now. Oklahoma State let another Big 12 team down. Wisconsin putting up a big win, 24-17. But I gotta give OSU some credit. They're on their injury side, so I didn't even think they deserve a bowl game. Well, I mean, they do, but injury-wise, they wouldn't last. Alright. Oregon. North Carolina. This is probably my favorite bowl games to watch this year. Oregon wins it on a field goal, 28-27, and then it was just a normal field goal. All right, you gotta look at it. If you didn't see it, you gotta look it up. If you haven't seen it by now, it bounced off the upright, I think 3 times to go in. No, wait. I'm thinking of one. It bounced off the upright and then it went in, so just once. But yeah, crazy way to win the game. And another crazy game. 3 overtimes. Yep, Kansas lost to Arkansas, but it was well-fought game. But Arkansas came on up top, 55-53. Boy, was that a crazy back-and-forth game. Want to know what wasn't crazy? Yeah, Ole Miss let me down. Texas Tech doing Big 12 a favor. Finally! 42-24, and Ole Miss got some work to do. Lane Kiffin is obviously, about a month ago he signed to saying that he's staying there. He's got some work to do. He needs to do better in bowl games. Texas let down the Big 12 once again. Yeah, surprisingly, Texas Tech the only Big 12 team that won a bowl game. Washington won 27-20. What a big win for Washington right there. And Texas just being Texas. They're not back. But even though Oklahoma, another Big 12 team, lost, they lost to Florida State by 3 points, 35-32. A ranked Florida State team that has looked really good this year, almost in the top 10 in the final rankings. Probably likely be in the top 10, so even though Oklahoma lost, gotta give them credit for that well-fought battle, because they showed up. Pittsburgh, 37-35. Upset! Yeah, we got our first upset. They took down UCLA. Yep, Chip Kelly. Yeah. Alright, number 21, Notre Dame beat South Carolina on a big back-and-forth battle. I really thought South Carolina was going to come back in the end and win this game. It did not. Maybe if they had another quarter, they would. They lost 45-38. But, yeah, South Carolina looked really good. And Spencer Rattler said he's going to play again next year, so South Carolina is going to be dangerous in the SEC next year. Maryland pulls up the next upset to get NC State 16-12, low-scoring game, but NC State never had a chance there. It wasn't another team that never had a chance. I guess the team that has 0 offense. Yikes. Kentucky lost 21-0 to Iowa. And half of Iowa's points are the defensive side. So that tells you there. Alright. Mississippi State doing Mike Leach a favor, honoring him in the bowl game and taking down Illinois 19-10. Swing your sword, Mississippi State and Mike Leach. Alright, I got some New York 6 recaps for you. Number 6, Tennessee, taking down number 7, Clemson, 31-14. What a big win! Alright, I'm so sorry, but I didn't actually get to see this game, so I didn't even know if, Clemson had which quarterback Clemson started. But, I really should have done some research before I talk about the game. Anyway, it's over. It's about, like, a month ago now. Anyway, number 5, Alabama took down Kansas State. 45-20. Wasn't even close. Embarrassing the Big 12 yet again. And, Kansas State won the Big 12. So, Alabama, once again, winning that game, saying that we should have been in the playoff. We should have been in the national championship game instead of TCU. Talk about that here in a little bit. Penn State! Finally, the Big Ten gets a win. 35-21 over number 8 Utah. So, yeah, the Rose Bowl was, Penn State controlled the whole game. Penn State totally won that, and, I'll talk about the Big Ten here in a minute. But speaking of the Pac-12 embarrassing themselves, USC scored 45 points and lost to Tulane. Oh my goodness. Tulane definitely does not deserve to win that. No one deserves to win that game. Anyway, let's talk about the playoff. TCU taking down Michigan 51-45. TCU controlled the whole first half, but Michigan fought their way back into it in the second half, making the game. TCU hanging onto the second playoff game. Ohio State and Georgia. Yeah, I don't think any of them deserve to win this game. If a team deserves to win, it's Ohio State. But you gotta make your field goals. You gotta play a complete game. Ohio State lost 41-42. Not how I wanted that game to go down. I think it's kind of a disappointing way for that game to end on a terrible missed field goal. Anyway, that brings us to the national championship game. TCU, Georgia, and it wasn't even close. Number 1, Georgia took down number 3, TCU, 65-7. TCU lost the first possession. I think I turned it off after the first quarter. Yeah, I seriously stopped watching at the first quarter. I mean, it wasn't even close. And, and Ohio State, the Big Ten had 2 of their teams in the playoffs. The only one that pretty much had a great game with Penn State, who beat Utah. But the Pac-12, kind of disappointing. Anyway, let's talk how I did about Pick'em this year. Alright, so I went 75-63, 427 points. I gotta say, not bad. My best week. Week 6, 43 points. I actually think I could have done better. I think with how many weeks? 15 weeks, I think. I honestly think that I probably could have done better there. My worst week, week 13, 13 points. Oh my goodness. How did I get 13 points one week? I'm completely embarrassed about that. I know I could do better. Anyway, let's look at how I've done in the past. 2020, 2 years ago, 52-46, 303 points. I gotta say that although that was a tough year for me in 2020, anything could happen. 2021, right back on top, 80 for 50, 464 points. Hallelujah! Wow, you would not believe that I did that last year. And then this year, 75 or 63. Although you believe it, you watch football this year, because this is probably one of the most craziest college football seasons ever. Yeah, what a crazy college football year. How did I do against the spread? Alright, this one's going to be really important. The spread, I went 63-76. Yeah, on the losing side. I honestly think that I could have done better. I I don't like this. Can we skip this part, editor? No, we can't. Dang it. Well, time to embarrass myself. 630 points. Yeah, I mean, sounds like a lot, but honestly, to look at that record, I honestly could have done a lot better. My best week, or I'll start my worst week. Week 11, I got 20 points. After seeing that, I was like, I only got 2 games right. I was like, okay, because each game you get right 10 points, so I only got 2 games right. I was like, okay, I gotta really, think better. I really gotta go, okay, so I gotta take this seriously now, because 20 points is sad. Next week, week 12, I got 70 points. My biggest week ever. So I went from my worst to the best in 1 week. And honestly, I think I stayed consistently. I think I got maybe 50 and 60. I think I stayed above 50 points the rest of the year. So I gotta say, I made a comeback. But it was honestly too late because there's only like 3 weeks left this season. Bowl Mania time. Yeah. 17 for 26. Oh man. Can we really skip it this year? Because I don't like talking about what in the world happened to me this year. I mean, this is in my spread, 13 for 30. My first year doing the spread. Last year I did terrible. Last year was actually the first time I was under 500. I'm under 500 again this year at Bowl Mania. What's going on with me lately? I'm doing terrible. I just don't. I gotta really take it seriously next year. But yeah. Well, I'm glad it's over now. Anyway, overrated and underrated. You can see right there. My overrated team for Bowl Mania is USC, and this is actually this is for Bowl Mania, not the whole year. USC is totally overrated, and you can totally see the way that they lost to Tulane. Fix your defense, and also, if you have to rely on one player to win the game for you, your quarterback, come on, man, you can do better than that. I can't get over how overrated USC is, and here's the funny thing. Underrated. I actually just now realized this. If it will go. Come on. Load the underrated. All right. Building suspense. This year's underrated Bowl Mania team is Oklahoma! Oh, sorry for the little feedback. Yeah, I got a new mic, in case you're wondering. I'm still trying to figure this out. Anyway, Oklahoma is this year's Bowl Mania underrated team. Yeah, they did lose, but they showed up with a great game plan and almost took down a number 13 really good Florida State team. So gotta give Oklahoma credit for that. And you can see that, even though Lincoln Riley likely everyone thought that he was the better coach. And obviously it looks like to me that even though Oklahoma has a losing record, I gotta say Oklahoma's future is looking good. USC is kind of a mystery. They fix their defense. I think they're both in good shape. So we'll see how that turns out. But as you can see right there, yep, this is, you can complain all you want. Yep, this is what I have right here. So good luck with that. You can rate me or complain or whatever you want to say about me. USC is terrible. Oklahoma, look out for the future. Alright, got some wildcard recaps for you, NFL. I'm not going to recap every wildcard game because some of them were not even close enough to talk about, but just a couple of them. Anyway, first off, I want to talk about DeMar Hamlin. You all know what happened to him about a couple weeks back. But here's the latest update from him is that he is at the Bills facility daily. So he's starting to get into his normal team and showing up to team practices, team meetings, and all that. And he is every day I hear something positive about him and that his road to recovery. And it's quite possible that we might actually see him play. Probably not, obviously not this week, but maybe potentially next week. they make it to conference. We'll see. I don't know. But Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, their kicker missed 4 extra points. Just 4 points you didn't get. Jerry Jones says that, everyone just has bad days. But seriously, 4 mixed extra points. But they don't have any other kickers. You got to stick with him. And he's been successful all year long. So they're giving him one more chance, I got to say. But he's staying on the team, according to Jerry Jones. All right, recap of some games. The Chargers, the Jaguars. At first, the first half, you're up, what is it, I think 34-0. Anyway, yeah, here's some NFL news for you. If you're up by 20 or more points at halftime, look out. The Jags are coming. And any other else. It's just a staple of the NFL this year. Dolphins! Bills, same situation. Bills were up big at half. Dolphins came back. The Bills managed to hold on and break the streak. Break the jinx. Oh my goodness. The Dolphins came to play in the second half, but it was just enough for the Bills to come in and finish that game correctly. Giants putting up a big win over the Vikings, 31-24. I gotta say, I think the Giants, I didn't see this game, but I felt like the Giants controlled majority of the game. But, actually, the one game, I don't even know why I'm not even talking about this. The one game, even though it was close, the one game I didn't see this year, or this week. Anyway, yeah. And obviously, the Cowboys and the Buccaneers, I don't even think it was close. Dallas controlled that whole game the whole way. All right. Time for my final ranking. Number 21 is Duke. 22 is Troy. 23 is Fresno State. 24 is Pitt. 25 is South Carolina. As you can see right there, I still, despite their loss, I really like the way that South Carolina ended their season. And that was a well-fought bowl game. I like the way that Pittsburgh and Fresno State pulled up their big upset. Duke, I think, even did great in their bowl game and their whole season. Troy did too, beating UTS. You know what team I'm talking about. Sorry, apparently I can't talk because I've had a whole month off, so give me a break. Number 16 is Notre Dame. 17, Kansas State. 18 is LSU. 19 is Mississippi State. Number 20 is Minnesota. And I gotta say, for winning the Big 12, and at number 17, that makes the Big 12 look embarrassing, despite how competitive they were, or the Big 12 was this year. Alright, so we'll see how that goes. Alright, moving on to 11 through 15. 11 is Utah. Yeah, once again, out of the top 10, and they won their conference. 12 is Florida State. Had a great season. I mean, almost lost in the big upset, but they finished it correctly. Number 13, Oregon. Tulane is in the top 15 at 14, just ahead of USC, and I gotta drop USC down a lot after that loss. I mean, scoring 45 points and losing the game. Come on, man. I mean, really. All right. Number 7. We got Tennessee. Yeah, Tennessee's up there. It's going to be cool. I'm looking excited for their future, what Josh Harper has planned for next year. Number 8, Washington. Number 9 is Oregon State. Yeah, Oregon State, the highest Pac-12 team on my rankings. Can you believe that? No one had thought in a million years that Oregon State not only be ranked, but the highest ranked Pac-12 team. And Clemson barely getting up there. Even with their loss to Tennessee, they did lose to Tennessee, a good SEC team. They're in the top 10. All right, now time for my top 6. Who are the teams that I think should have been in the playoffs? Number 1, obviously you got to do Georgia back-to-back. What an amazing year. Georgia, obviously, they won the national championship. I automatically got to put it at 1. The question is 2 or 3. I got Ohio State. mainly because they were the closest team to take down number 1 Georgia in the playoffs, so it's very recently. Number 3's got to be TCU. I mean, yeah, it wasn't TCU. It wasn't even close. And honestly, I mean, TCU did beat Michigan, so I'll give them credit. So Michigan's actually going to be 4. I actually got Alabama at 6, despite Nick Saban thinking that they should have been 2. I don't believe that. Oh, sorry. Michigan is actually 5. Because Michigan, yeah, they almost did come back to beat TCU, but they really didn't. Penn State's actually 4, because the way they beat Utah, and they won the Pac-12. So, honestly, that's what I think the playoffs should have been this year. And honestly think that Georgia would have beat Penn State, Ohio State would have beaten TCU, and then obviously TCU and Ohio State. We saw that matchup, and obviously, boom, Georgia won that game. So, yep. All right, LSU, some headlines for you. LSU's quarterback transferring, Walker Hayden transferring to Ole Miss. So, Lane Kiffin doing some work early on, yeah. Ole Miss, I'm looking forward to Ole Miss next year. Check out what's going around here in the network here on Busy Sports. Slave for our podcast every Monday at 6 o'clock. Down and Distance. Next year, when the new season starts in August, it'll be every Tuesday at 6 o'clock at Harwood Hoops. New date, or I guess new time, or a new date of the week, I guess. Every Wednesday at 6 o'clock, middle of the week. At first Monday of every month. It's Hot Seat at 6:30. Gonna be fun. I got a fun show coming up for that one. And also our flagship show, American Game Day, every Saturday at 10 a.m. Getting you ready for a big NFL playoff and college basketball conference plays underway. And also, if you haven't already, check out our website for the latest news, scores, stats, etc. That's all what's going on here in the network here on Busy Sports. Alright, let's check out some NFL game. Woo! NFL Divisional Playoff. Let's go! You know, I'm going to talk more about this Saturday on American Game Day. Let's get some early looks at this game. We got the Jacksonville Jaguars, excuse me, and then the Kansas City Chiefs. Saturday, 3:30 on NBC. It's gonna be a big game, alright? This microphone's really giving me a deep voice, because I really don't have that deep a voice. And then later on Saturday, 7:15, New York Giants get the Philadelphia Eagles at Fox. Yeah. Alright, NFL Division, there's gonna be some big games, and I can't wait to talk about to watch these ones. It's gonna be a good one. And Sunday, CBS, Cincinnati Bengals, Buffalo Bills. Ooh, the game that we should have had. Ooh, I can't wait for this matchup. Can they just start at where they left off? I would love for. No, it's not gonna happen. But I can't wait to see that game. It's gonna be the big game that we really should have had. And then the Dallas Cowboys, 5:30 on Sunday. On Fox, going against the 49ers. Ooh, that's going to be a big game. Ooh, can Cowboys pull it off? Ooh, Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, can they take down the 49ers? I don't know. We'll just have to wait and find out this week, and I'll be talking about more of that on American Game Day this Saturday. Thanks for watching. Great. Probably one of the biggest college football seasons. I'll see y'all down in distance next season in August. Thanks for watching.